Portugal. 7 wins in the last 11, 4 in a row if you include the victory on penalties against Spain in the Nations League final. Hungary have found the victories a little bit harder to come by of late indeed. Since the end of qualifying for the last Euro, they have lost 6 of 12 competitive internationals.
Start may suit them against Germany in their last home game. They performed absolutely brilliantly in the first quarter of the game and took the lead and stole the second somewhat against the run of players. Some useful weapons in there. One of them is Bruno and Isaacson. Played this in Monday's training, so did Almanda on Sunday between first and second legs. Not surprising that he needed a bit of time to recover given the energy he put into his display in the Estadio de Luz. Cross really was fizzed. And Thompson will have to complete the job here. They were rather aghast at the temperatures when they trained here. Here's Ronaldo.
Actually trying to do here, but this is where Portugal can really threaten and win the ball back fairly cheaply. And one thing you don't want as a defender is to be isolated one-on-one with Ronaldo, but is it a cross? Is it?
Praying for a draw comes naturally.
And then had to pull it back.
We can all speculate about the effect that the psychological games have.
Larsen's given it away. Hugo Almeida. Ronaldo's on the charge. Cut up at the pass by Fernandes. There in 1 look.
Ronaldo. Rasmus Elm stepped in. One up goes Ronaldo. But wide. João Pereira. Ronaldo with an adhesive first touch. Some space has opened up. Oh. And Isaacson hangs up.
Ronaldo has ever struck. He's more than capable on left or right foot of beating goalkeepers from this range, but then forward. But what they're struggling to do is keep hold of the ball for a number of passes and get any rhythm in their game, so they're losing possession quickly. So Portugal are breaking and they're getting players in space.
Nani ducked underneath it, Ronaldo coming in.
This is a very, very difficult opportunity, even for a world-class footballer. It's the way he just skips up off the surface. You've got to time your run, you're moving at pace onto the ball.
João Pereira, Nani. Found a way through. Aside with Almanda.
I think Almanda actually got clattered as Pepe cleared his lines.
Well, Ronaldo's in behind here, and that spells danger. Almeida's up there with him. Oh!
And he cannot, obviously, because Almanda had been down for a long, long time. I think Sweden were looking for Portugal to put the ball out of play. Saying that Sweden had possession and didn't put the ball out of play themselves.
Just a little flutter of encouraging foot. On for Nani. Ronaldo coming near post. Here he is!
Ronaldo finds space here for Nani to find him. Just watch his movement. It's quite brilliant. He realises where the space is, gets into it. Just putting Patricio and this Portuguese defence under more question. I still feel it's getting that ball into wide areas, and maybe now with Svensson and Shellstrom, two very experienced central midfielders, can they get on the ball and so it doesn't boil over?
Vitinha hoping to get there. João Pereira, Raul Morales, able to turn, quite able to pick a pass. But this is Fabio Contrao, might pick a way through. Ronaldo, and Isaacson is there again. Looking for an outball which Hugo Almeida can provide. And it's full-blooded stuff now. This is Nani. Raul Morales. Zano Alves with a header.
Oh, what a beautiful ball! Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo with a chance maybe to seal it, and he has taken it!
Oh, devastating in more ways than one. And it's that the moment. Raul Morales. Alves, Ronaldo. Will pick up the pieces here for Portugal. Most of them thought he had more time than he actually had.
The damage, it'll be a monumental effort to recover from this position. The coach has got to keep believing.
Pressure from João Pereira. Promise here. And Nielsen on the end of that. And the man that was... Cristiano Ronaldo, the man who's made the difference in both legs, and he was nearing full pelt there. Howard Webb felt there was no case for a free kick. Larsson's ball. Got stuck under the defender's feet. João Pereira bringing it away. Ibrahimovic. Acrobatics from Bruno Alves. He is good. Well, he's buttering up with the referee. Certainly hasn't worked, has it? Vitinha. And that Swedish central midfield back. It's Ronaldo. Oh, that's beautiful. And Tunes, can he get there? And it's Lustig with... Isaacson with the fist. João Pereira. That's away by Johan Elmander. Larsson giving chase. One is Patrick.
Brella's going forward, Vitinha. Certainly more Ronaldo and Nani as well, so if he plays his role well, he brings those key attacking players into the game much more.
A lot of them have been playing together in international colours for a long, long time now. I remember seeing Vitinha and Veloso. Hugo Almeida. João Pereira. To clip it in, Hugo Almeida. I have to say I do.
You notice Elmander came across to protest the Howard Webb, but Shellstrom himself, if he had been truly fouled, I think he would have been flying at the referee to complain, but he just got up, jogged back, then eventually he just wagged a finger. I think that tells you that it wasn't a foul.
Well, he just thought it was worth a try, didn't he?
And other referees more influential, but Ibrahimovic, just in flashes, we've seen what he's capable of, but it all stems from that opening goal for Sweden. How poor Portuguese were defensively. They gifted that goal. Raised the roof here at the friends.
Carvalho blocking the road. But now it's Ronaldo who can break again. And can he kill the Swedish dream? He has done, surely.
Again on the counter-attack. As the ball is played out to him, it's a really good ball from Hugo Almeida. Times the pass perfectly. It's not an easy ball to take under your spell. And then to thrash past the goal.
Sweden have to respond again. Once more, it's 2 goals they need. But it's a chance for Ronaldo again! Hat-trick!
As soon as Portugal pick the ball up in midfield, just watch Ronaldo, his movement, he's just hoping for a decent pass. It's a fabulous pass to pick him out, but how much...
Quick succession from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But he just went up through the gears and gets
in possession as a team, but we've talked about it before, the superstars, the standout individuals, whether they would come to the fore. And in this game, when they were under the cosh, Portugal, Ronaldo really has...
Vitinha. Nani. Well, there may be more for them here. João Pereira. Ronaldo again! Well, he's not...
This is inches wide.
He's thinking he thought he might see action tonight because they were such... Oh, Elmander. It may not be finished yet.
Atletico Madrid against Qatar.
Well, it's best to get some rhythm into the game.
Jimmy Gomez. Martin Olsen. Kick where there was so much pace on it.
Work as well, even though Ronaldo leans into it sometimes as a player. You've got to be stronger than that. You've got to shove Ronaldo away. Your job is to get in the way of the ball. It might be travelling at 90 miles an hour. You've got to put your body on the line, and that wall didn't.
Bruno Alves. Costa winning the challenge, fair and square. And, I think Mikel Lustig has a case. That's probably just born of frustration by Ronaldo. What a performance he's produced tonight. He might just cap it all with another stunning moment.
Cristiano Ronaldo, another one there, just the way he dinks that ball around the corner and then he's off again. He's in that pace and that break, and you've got to appreciate playing at international level, the top level of the game. One player to have an influence on a game like we've seen from Ronaldo tonight just underlines what an amazing, immense talent he is. He can really turn a team's fortunes around on his own.
And there's no greater pressure. Well, level, there's usually a game next week. International level, that isn't always the case. I'm hearing more remarkable news tonight. And we'll see it shortly. Mamadou Sakho, a shot from Jimmy Gomez there. Mamadou Sakho, 5 more minutes, but even for the Swedes who have produced some remarkable comebacks on this World Cup qualifying road, which seems to be about to end. Surely too little. Vitinha on the charge here. And space to move into. He's got help here from João Pereira. Vitinha. I'm sure that the third France goal is going to go down as an OG Hartwell Crusade of Dynamo Kiev. Was in there. These will mind too much. Here's Ronaldo. Oh. Well, there's nothing, almost nothing. Ibrahimovic. The Morton again. Pepe away. There's another shot there. Stage again, second time in succession. Here's Veloso, Nani on the charge in the middle. This match, when it looked as though it was drifting away from them, at that moment, Cristiano Ronaldo did. Picked up by João Pereira. Svensson with the foot in. Game, it has to be said, the first leg did start at a fair old tempo as Portugal grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. Towards Almeida. Very useful outball in that respect for them.
Yeah, I think we saw in the second half in Lisbon, Portugal putting the pressure on, keeping possession well and forcing Sweden back. I think Sweden just 1-0 down, were quite happy just to sit deep and keep the scoreline to 1-0, but for me, progress.
There were some who felt that Anders Svensson might replace Rasmus Holm in the heart of that midfield, a more attacking player. And certainly a more experienced one. There is Shellstrom, over 100. Ball shot by Rasmus Holm. That's Ibrahimovic. Kacaniklic. This is promising. Ibrahimovic. Can Kacaniklic dig it out? Not on this occasion. And Thompson. Hugo Almeida, João Vitinha. Shellstrap. Through to Pepe. And Fabio is not going his way at the moment tonight in their match against Croatia. Coutinho. Hugo Almeida showing for it. There's Elmander. And now Ibrahimovic. Martin. Shellstrom. Coutinho. He lost out. Larsen. Rasmus Elm. Could be useful. 5-3. It was a phenomenally entertaining game. This time they conceded 5 at home in a competitive game.
If he'd been looking for the goalkeeper, still it would have been very difficult to actually catch him in the way that he did. I did think that was accidental, but that headbutt in inverted commas, he did run the risk of getting sent off, and that would have changed, of course, the whole complexion of this game.
Here's Ibrahimovic. Well, he would have the stage to himself in many ways. Shellstrom. Hugo Almeida. Rasmus Elm scampering after it. And keeping the ball in Swedish hands or at Swedish feet. Antonsen of Bologna. He's had to adjust a little coming into the national team setup. A little wayward from Isaacson, playing a back three with Bologna.
General play, of course, you want to try and score goals, but set plays in a game like this, a tie as tight as this, you have to make them count.
Elm. Shellstrap. Kacaniklic. Ibrahimovic. A fair amount of possession in those kind of areas so far. And he was almost waiting for the game to come to him on Friday night. He's certainly been involved a good deal more in these first 16 minutes or so.
You can talk about how to get Ibrahimovic much more involved in a game, and it is personally down to him to cover more ground, to show for his teammates as well. And of course his teammates need to try and find him with a bit more quality. Certainly in the second half in Lisbon he was starved of possession and was a peripheral figure and just not involved whatsoever.
Olsen. That's a nice turn and promise here for the Swedes. Well, Almander applauding it. I mentioned Ronaldo and Pepe missing one day's training, so did Elmander on Sunday between first and second legs. Not surprising that he needed a bit of time to recover, given the energy he put into his display in the Estadio de Luz. And his cross really was fizzed. And Thompson will have to complete the job here. Yesterday we were rather aghast at the temperatures when they trained here. Here's Ronaldo. Well, he's saying, where were you? Maybe not. Maybe question that sometimes in his Swedish counterpart.
I think Trevor in the studio used the perfect word. It was his perseverance. He is a great footballer, we know that. He can score great goals, but he kept on going, kept on trying, believing he could be the difference, and we just didn't see Ibrahimovic really doing the same. So Ronaldo had a big part to play, even though we didn't see him playing the flowing football we know he's capable of.
This is Elmander. Ibrahimovic. Now Shellstrom. Isaacson needing to come there, and he's just a slightly worrying moment.
In possession as a team, but we've talked about it before, the superstars, the standout individuals, whether they would come to the fore. And in this game, when they won it across Portugal, Ronaldo really has.
Vitinha. Nani. Well, there may be more for them here. João Pereira. Ronaldo again! Well, he's not.
This is inches wide. I just think it's
Thought we might see action tonight because they were such. Elmander, it may not be finished yet. Atletico Madrid against Getafe.
tried his best to get some rhythm into the game.
Pepe. Jimmy Gomez. Martin Olsen. There was so much pace on it.
Got to work his ball as well. You know, Elmander leans into it. Sometimes as a player, you've got to be stronger than that. You've got to shove Elmander away. Your job is to get in the way of the ball. It might be travelling at 90 miles an hour, but you've got to put your body on the line, and that wall didn't.
Bruno Alves. Costa winning the challenge. There in the square. And Nicolistic has a case that's probably just border frustration by Ronaldo. What a performance he's produced tonight. He might just cap it all with another stunning moment.
Cristiano Ronaldo, and that another one there, just the way he dinks that ball around the corner and then he's off again. Using that pace and that break, and you've got to appreciate playing at international level, the top level of the game. One player to have an influence on a game like we've seen from Ronaldo tonight, just underlines what an amazing, immense talent he is. He can really turn a team's fortunes around on his own.
And there's no greater pressure. On the club level, there's usually a game next week.
International level, isn't
Always the case. Well, I'm hearing more remarkable news tonight. And we'll see it shortly. Mamadou Sakho. Shot from Jimmy Durmaz there. Mamadou Sakho. 5 more minutes, but even for the Swedes who have produced some remarkable comebacks on this World Cup qualifying road, which seems to be have to end. Surely too little. Vitinha on the charge here. No space to move into. He's got help here from João Pereira. Vitinha. Cheers that the third France goal is going to go down as an OG by Oleg Kusev of Dynamo Kiev. But he was in there. Svensson with the foot in. Game, it has to be said, the first leg did start at a Pharaoh tempo as Portugal grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. Towards Almeida. Maybe useful outball in that respect for them.
What we saw in the second half in Lisbon, Portugal putting the pressure on, keeping possession well and forcing Sweden back. I think Sweden just 1-0 down and quite happy just to sit deep and keep the scoreline to 1-0, but for me, progress.
There are some who felt that Anders Svensson might replace Rasmus Elm in the heart of that midfield, a more attacking player. And certainly a more experienced one. There is Shellstrom, over 100. Shot by Rasmus Elm. That's Ibrahimovic. Kacaniklic. This is promising. Ibrahimovic. And Kacaniklic dig it out. Not on this occasion. Antonsen. Hugo Almeida. João Moutinho. Shellstrom. Going through to Pepe. out in their match against Croatia. Vitinha. Portugal made a showing for it. There's Almanda. Now Ibrahimovic. Martin. Vitinha lost out. Larsen. Rasmus Owen. Scampering after it. Putting the ball in Swedish hands or at Swedish feet. Alfonso of Bologna. He's had to adjust a little coming to the national team setup. He's a little wayward from Izetson. Playing a back three with Bologna.
General play, of course, you want to try and score goals, but set plays in a game like this, as tight as this, you have to make them count.
Elm. Shellstrom. Kacaniklic. Ibrahimovic. A fair amount of possession in those kind of areas so far. And he was almost waiting for the game to come to him on Friday night. He's certainly been involved a good deal more in these first 16 minutes or so.
We talk about how to get Ibrahimovic much more involved in the game, and it is personally down to him to cover more ground, to show for his teammates as well. And of course, his teammates need to try and find him with a bit more quality. Certainly in the second half in Lisbon, he was starved of possession and was a peripheral figure and just not involved whatsoever.
Olsen. That's a nice turn and promise here for the Swedes. Well, Almanda applauding it. I mentioned Ronaldo and Pepe.